Hey, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andy O.
And we are KAMMA. We're back to talk about UFC Fight Night 273, which is also known as UFC Winnipeg, happening in Winnipeg, Manitoba at the Canada Life Center. And we are going to talk about our early predictions and breakdowns for the prelims. And who's in the prelims? We got the first fight, Jamey-Lyn versus John Yanis. Then we got John Castaneda versus Mark Vologdin. Then we got Mitch Raposo versus Alan Nascimento. Then we got JJ Aldrich versus Jamey-Lyn Horth. Then we got Melissa Croden versus Daria Zheleznyakova. Then we got Tanner Boser versus Gokhan Sarakam. And the main event of the prelims is none other than Robert Valentin versus Julien Leblanc. All right, so to start us off, Andy O, with the first fight of UFC Winnipeg, we got Jamey-Lyn here versus John Yanis. Who you got in this one, my man?
Yeah, okay. So this guy, Jamey-Lyn, has been through a lot. He was out with a serious health injury, health condition where he had a brain infection. He was septic. And from 2020 to 2023, he was in like the hospital half that time. So he's back here. He's in Canada getting his shot in the UFC. He showed he can come back from that. And he also showed a bit that he can come back in fights. He's more of a grappler than a striker, I would say, where Yanis is more of the striker here. On the feet, he's all right, you know, nothing really special, basic combos. He kicks to keep people away. And with the ground game, that's what I expect. I expect him to get it on the ground because it's the path of least resistance here. And look for that sub, maybe get his back and choke him out. Because Yanis, he's pretty much an MMA boxer. He has like good boxing moves, good boxing combos. He's actually pretty good at striking defense. And he'll throw an occasional takedown in there just to blend it in. But the thing with him, man, he's shown to be controlled on the ground and even subbed out on the ground. See, he has 2 sub losses there. So the Gremlin here, you know, he's trained with Georges St-Pierre. So I'm going with Jamey-Lyn to keep the comeback story here against John Yanis by sub or decision.
All right, nice one, man. Jamey-Lyn, he's got an orthodox stance. He favors his right hand as his power hand. He's 14-3 in his professional record. He's previously won titles in BFL, Unified MMA, and Tough Enough. He's a BJJ black belt, and he does coaching across MMA, BJJ, kickboxing, and boxing. He's built results over time, not as a one-style specialist, but as a versatile fighter. His game has developed across multiple disciplines. Like you mentioned, he's faced significant health challenges, including a brain infection and autoimmune diseases, which impacted his career. But he still came back and he's able to fight in the UFC. Yanis, this guy is a straightforward fighter. He thrives in the pocket, prefers a boxing heavy approach. He's known as the Juice. He has a fighting style that's described as boxing heavy, emphasizing durability and pressure. He's known for his ability to trade punches and withstand takedowns. He has a background in amateur boxing. He's won titles as both amateur and professional levels in boxing. He's got skills in the clinch work and some ground fighting. So for this one here, I'm going with Jamey-Lyn as well. I think he's a more overall better skilled fighter. He's got jiu-jitsu skills, a black belt in BJJ, as I mentioned, which definitely should help him. Since, like you mentioned, John Yanis has been sub 2 times, lost 2 decisions as well. So I'm also going to take Jamey-Lyn to win this one by submission or decision. All right, so me and NDO in agreement with the first fight of the prelims. Next fight, we got John Castaneda, Sexy Mexi, versus Mark Vologdin. So for this one here, man, John Castaneda, man, this guy's carved out a good reputation as a fighter who brings it all. striking, grappling, relentless conditioning, with a background in collegiate wrestling, over 15 years of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's transformed into a complete mixed martial artist. His fighting style is his aggressive approach and versatility. He trained under Greg Nelson and incorporates elements of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which includes being a black belt. His style is known for effectively mixing striking with grappling, making his fights action-packed and exciting for fans. Mark Vologden, he's a fighter known for his aggressive and forward-moving style. He's got a background in Kyokushin karate, where he won multiple international championships, showcasing his striking skills and grappling abilities. Vologden is recognized for his relentless pressure, his explosive striking, and he's got good finishing techniques. But I got to go with John Castaneda here, man. He's the more experienced fighter, 21 wins, 8 losses. He's fought the better fighters, of course, than Mark Vologden, who's making his UFC debut. And Mark Vologden lost in the Dana White's Contender Series and still made it into the UFC here to fight. And
that's because it was an awesome fight, actually.
It was a good fight, but he still lost by unanimous decision. John Castaneda, this guy has he's fought a lot of very good fighters, man. You look at his record here, the fighters that he's fought, Chris Gutierrez, Daniel Marcos, Kyung Ho Kang, Muin Gafarov, Miles Johns, Nathaniel Wood. So he's fought better fighters than Mark Vologden. And I like the fact that he's going to have a nice 3-inch height advantage. I know here it says 5'7" to 5'5", but on Topology it's 5'3" to 5'6". And he's also going to have a significant 6-inch reach advantage for John Castaneda. So given the fact that he's got the reach advantage there, the height advantage there, he's also going to be the bigger guy. You look at Mark Vologden, 135 pounds, and John Castaneda, 145 pounds. So he's going to be a bigger guy in there. Give me John Castaneda, man. And John Castaneda is actually, he's actually a dog, I believe. Let me take a look here. No, he's not a dog. He's a favorite. Okay, so yeah, give me John Castaneda to win this one. I'll say he wins this one by, let's go knockout or submission. Let's go for a finish for John Castaneda, man. How about you, Andio?
Yeah, Vologden coming in here on that, performance where he showed a lot of toughness in that Contender Series fight. He's very short and stout. He's around 5'2" or 3", this guy. And it's in fact going to be the first time, could be the very first time, that Castaneda is going to be taller than his opponent.
Yeah,
I was taking a look. Yeah. And I think, which is going to be quite the change for him. I don't think Vologden has the skills to beat Castaneda here at this point. A while ago, he was a karate champion, but this guy has to get in there to reach guys because of his size disadvantage. Castaneda himself, he hasn't been the most consistent guy. His striking, though, should be able to get going here, get into a flow. Him and his boxing that he uses. And also, I think he's more likely to go for takedowns here against Vologden. So give me Castaneda also by decision or sub.
Nice. All right. So we're in agreement with this one as well, Andy O and me going for John Castaneda. Let's move on up to the next fight here. We got another pretty good fight here with Mitch Raposo versus Alan Nascimento. Andy O, who you got in this one?
Yeah, Mitch Raposo, not really 100% sold on this guy. In this particular fight, he's going to be the better wrestler. He's going to be the better classic striker. But Nascimento, very dangerous guy. To me, his striking is better than expected. And he's improving a little as well. He's long and big for the division. But if Raposo wrestles him and they're on the ground there, Nascimento is really dangerous with his subs. Although he has been controlled on the ground, but I think he's also trying to improve on that. Also, he'll probably be able to reverse Raposo down there because of his strength. So, and maybe get his back. I think this is Nascimento's fight here. So, give me Nascimento to find that sub, or get a decision.
Nice, Andy O. We are on the same page again here. I like that, man. I'm also on board with Alan
He
Nascimento.
impressed me against Jafel Filo there, remember?
And even Cody Durden, the last fight where he looked like he was having some struggles there, and came back and beat Cody Durden and got the submission on Cody Durden with that anaconda choke, man, in the last fight for Nascimento. Even under duress, he came through. So Mitch Raposo, he's got a decent fighting style. He's got a freestyle kind of approach in the cage. He's a strong background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got good grappling skills and a competitive edge. He's known for his agility and dynamic combat. He's a balanced threat in the octagon. His training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has likely influenced his ability to engage effectively in grappling exchanges. He's not the greatest boxer, Mitch Raposo. He's okay. Alan Nascimento, though, he's known as a striker. He's got also very good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills. He's got very good submissions. He's dangerous. He's got submissions like rear naked chokes, triangle chokes. I just mentioned he just got that anaconda choke on Cody Durden. So he's very good at submissions, high level submission guy.
He has 15.
On the ground.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's very skilled on the ground. And he has a combination of grappling and striking. He's also, fought really good fighters, Alan Nascimento, as well. Not to mention he's going to have a nice 4-inch height advantage over Mitch Raposo. And also he's going to have a significant 5-inch reach advantage over Raposo. He's fought the better fighters than Raposo. He's on a 4-fight winning streak, whereas Mitch Raposo lost 2 fights in a row and then got that win against Azat Maksum, who's not the greatest, but he did lose to Andre Lima by split decision, and he did lose to Sumaderji. So I really definitely think Alan Nascimento is a bit better than Mitch Raposo and will outclass him here. Give me Alan Nascimento to win also by submission or decision in this one. So me and Andy O agreeing on the first 3 fights of the prelims. Love it. Let's move on up to the next fight. We're starting off with the ladies here. We got J.J. Aldrich versus Jamey-Lyn Hoare. I got to go with Jamey-Lyn Hoare, man. Jamey-Lyn Hoare has been getting it done. I like her, man. J.J. Aldrich, I just don't find she's that good. She's primarily just a striker. She's got a foundation in Taekwondo. She's got technical boxing, high volume striking. That's what she likes to do. She likes to go in there and throw a lot of volume, throw a lot of strikes. She does have some takedown abilities. She has consistent top pressure. She started training in Taekwondo at a very young age, at the age of 9. She earned a black belt by age 13 in Taekwondo. Her style is, boxing. She's aggressive. She hunts for finishes. She's a technical fighter who relies on her volume and, could try to control the pace to win decisions. Jamey-Lyn Hoare, however, is well-rounded. She's got strong striking, good kickboxing background. She's got strong jabs, kicks, good footwork, but she's also a dangerous grappler. She holds a brown belt in BJJ. She favors submissions like the rear naked choke. She's a dynamic fighter. She's comfortable on the feet and on the ground. She controls her distance with jabs and kicks. She keeps opponents at bay, dictating the pace. She's a proficient grappler with a brown belt, like I said, in BJJ. And she looks for advantageous positions and submissions. Not to mention, she's a big girl. She's much muscular, very built. She's also going to be taller than J.J. Aldrich. She's going to be 3 inches taller, according to Topology. I know here it says 2 inches, but according to Topology, we'll see when we watch the weigh-ins, but the face-offs. But she's supposed to have a 3-inch height advantage and a 5.5-inch reach advantage. No, sorry. That's my bad. No. Sorry.
She's gonna be she's very big for the division. She's gonna make Aldrich look a lot smaller.
Yeah, for sure. She's not going to have the reach advantage, but she is going to be the taller fighter and the bigger fighter. Give me Jamey-Lyn Hoare. She's been getting the job done recently. A 2-fight winning streak against Vanessa Demopoulos and Teresa Bleda. So I like Jamey-Lyn Hoare here, fighting in Canada, representing Canada. Give me her to win by knockout or decision.
No, I'm going with Jamey-Lyn Hoare all the way here, man. Get her in the clinch, overpower J.J. Aldrich, knee her up the middle, knee her to the midsection, because she's weak in the belly. Look at that, And also she's going to be able to simply, overpower her, man. She has good cardio. She's going to be really pumped up to fight in Canada. And J.J. Aldrich is weak in the clinch. is she relies on the volume, like you mentioned. And that's really the thing here. Jamey-Lyn can't let Aldrich get into any kind of rhythm and any kind of like comfort with her striking. Just get her in her face, eat those tiny shots, because a lot of them have no power behind it if you have to, and get the job done. That's what I think is going to happen. Give me Jamey-Lyn by knockout or sub. I'm looking for the finish here.
All right, man.
I
So
know it's a long shot. I don't know about betting that, but I'm calling the finish.
yeah, and also JJ Aldrich gets cut up very easily and
Yes,
easily in the face. I noticed
she
that.
does.
I
She
got some
does.
MMA math for you here. Jamey-Lyn fought Veronica Hardy and barely lost the split decision. She could have won that fight. Whereas JJ Aldrich fought Veronica Hardy and lost a unanimous decision and got beat up by her. Just a bit of MMA math there for you. So yeah, I like Jamey-Lyn to win this one also. I say knockout or submission. I think she bloodies up JJ Aldrich in the face there. All right, let's move on up to the next fight. Ladies going at it again. And we got Melissa Croden against Daria Zheleznyakova. Andio, who you got in this one, man?
I'm going to go with Melissa Croden, another girl who's going to be really super excited to fight in Canada, as are all the ladies on this card. She's big, she's tough. She gets in there, she moves forward, she has good knees, she's good in the clinch also. I think she's definitely more of a dog than Zheleznyakova here. It is the same with this fight. Zheleznyakova is a good striker, and it's Croden's job to not let her get that flow going, because if she does, it's not going to be good news for Croden. But the thing with Zheleznyakova here is she has no takedown defense, and she can barely get up. So Croden has a clear path. I think she can get it done here against Daria. Give me scare by decision or knockout.
Yeah, Melissa Croden's one of Canada's top female prospects. She's been rewarded for all of her hard work. She signed a 4-year deal with the UFC, and she did make her UFC debut against Tainara Lisboa, where she knocked her out, got on top of her, knocked her out. Then she lost to Luana Santos. Luana Santos is a very good Brazilian jiu-jitsu skilled grappler, and she had a little bit of struggle against her there. But that's not the same for Daria Zheleznyakova. Daria Zheleznyakova is not a grappler. She's not a submission specialist. She is a boxer. Zheleznyakova is a Russian fighter. She's known for her boxing, significant strikes. She also can get takedowns at times, but she's not really a grappler or has any subs. Melissa Croden, though, she's got a mix of striking and grappling. She's got very good cage push. She's good in the clinch. Her striking is good. And she's got some knockout power. She's got good ground and pound as well. And she can also grapple and get subs. So I'm going to take Melissa Croden in Canada. She'll be hype, and I think this is a good bounce back fight for Croden after she lost to Luana. I'm sure she worked on her grappling. She worked on her jiu-jitsu. And I think she's going to come in here, and I think she could finish Daria Zheleznyakova. So give me Melissa Croden by knockout or submission. All right, so me and Andio in agreement with that fight as well. So we're looking good here. Let's get to the next fight here. Tanner Boser.
Tanner Boser.
Coming back, man, against Gökhan Sarakan.
This has got to be a one-off.
Man, Tanner Boser, man, this guy, he was in the UFC a long time ago. He got booted out of the UFC and then started fighting in the lower level promotions there in UAE. And now he's back. He's a technical striker. He's primarily a karate. He holds a black belt in karate. He's a karate striker. He's got speed and movement. He utilizes quick footwork, accurate punching combinations, effective leg kicks. He likes to brawl. He doesn't have like raw power, but he does have some knockout potential. He relies on being fast on his feet, staying in motion, and he's known for his accuracy, rapid combinations, good leg kicks. He also develops solid defensive skills to keep the fight standing. Gökhan Sarakan, however, this guy is he's got a strong amateur boxing background, which he developed under former Olympian Abdel Wahabi. His approach emphasizes striking, He's maintained a focus on the aspect of combat sports through his career. He's got a decent power punch, and the guy also does know how to grapple a bit. He can wrestle. He also has one submission there on his record, but the powerful punches as well. He's also going to be a big guy in there too, standing at 6'3". He will be less fat than Tanner Boser. As you can see, Boser's weighing in at 265, Gokhan at 246. So
You see, at the same time, Bozer is kind of a light heavy. He's always kind of in the middle kind of guy. So yeah, that weight is just going to be kind of useless.
yeah, he'll be a little bit heavier, but I think that's why lighter man skill here. I think Gokhan will be a bit quicker in there in this fight. So I'm going to go with Gokhan Sarakam to get the win here. I think he comes out here and knocks out Tanner Boser. I'm going to go straight up knockout for Gokhan Sarakam here in this heavyweight fight.
Gokhan should naturally be the bigger guy here, actually. But let's see on Friday's fabulous Final Face-Off show how blubbery Bozer actually is. Bozer here, mobile enough, but he can be controlled against the fence. I know it's a Canadian card, but Bozer likes losing everywhere, and I even saw he wasn't in the greatest shape recently. He's also a one-strike kind of at-a-time guy. You don't get enough combinations out of him. I remember being frustrated with him about that in the past. But, his striking is not bad, combined with the way he moves at times, but he can be taken down. Now, if Sarakam can get him down, he has good ground and pound, this guy. He's big, he's powerful, strong. I think he has fought better recent competition than Bozer. Yeah, I think that power is going to make the difference here, and I think it's going to get Gokhan the win. So give me a Gokhan by decision or knockout.
Nice. All right. So me and Andy O agreeing on this one as well. So far, me and Andy O agreeing on all of the fights in the prelims, man. If you haven't already, guys, like and subscribe. We've hit the main event of the prelims here. We got Robert Valentin against Julien Leblanc, who's fighting out of Gatineau, Quebec. So for this one here,
Yeah, it's me.
we got
I got Julien Leblanc. No, I don't have Julien Leblanc, man. I'm going definitely with Robert Valentin on this one. Julien Leblanc looks kind of funny in there, I have to say. He has this like really upright stance, and he's not really threatening in there. He doesn't seem threatening in there anywhere, but low volume, not enough combos. Doesn't seem to like the pressure, and he doesn't have very good striking defense. I think he'll be overwhelmed here. Julien Leblanc may be more of a ground guy than he is a striker, I'd have to say. But Robert Valentin, not that he's like the highest class of fighter himself, he has fought killer competition, and he's a fun enough guy in there. He'll be a better athlete for sure than Julien Leblanc. And his striking, he should be able to piece this guy up if he gets his striking going. He likes the chaos, so if he can get some chaos out of what's going on in there, I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to put Julien Leblanc away on the feet. And based on who he's faced, Julien Leblanc is not like them. Also, sometimes he engages too much in the grappling, but that's been against really good wrestlers also. So if he does that against Julien Leblanc, I'm sure he'll have more success than he's had. So yeah, I'm sure Robert Valentin's happy to be still in the UFC and getting a guy he can beat here in Julien Leblanc. So give me Robert Valentin by knockout or submission.
Yeah, man. For this one here, man, Robert Valentin, man, this guy is a hybrid striking and grappling guy. He's Muay Thai based, but he's got a strong foundation in judo, and he prefers a stand-up, violent style focused fight. He likes to finish fights. He's got good judo, and he's got a lot of submission wins. He's a striker who uses takedowns from opponents as an opportunity to get submissions or get back to his feet. He aims to strike with opponents using elbows, clinches, and he often seeks to end the fight quickly with a knockout. Julien Leblanc has a Sanshou kickboxing and submission grappling-based fighting style. He's got a blend of Muay Thai, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's known for his relentless finishing power and slick submissions. He is one of Canada's exciting middleweights there. His training background includes Patenaude martial arts, where he's got skills under the guidance of Sifu Patrick Marcel, and he also trained in Florida. He won an amateur hybrid combat title before his professional career took shape. But yeah, I think Robert Valentin fought the better fighters here. I mean, LeBlanc, this guy's been fighting in the lower level promotions, whereas, Robert Valentin faced some very heavy competition. Ryan Loder, he also fought Torres Finney. He also fought Atiba Gauthier, who's a beast. So yeah, I think Robert Valentin gets the job done here, man. He's a submission specialist. He's a finisher. I think he's going to go out here and finish Julien Leblanc. So I got Robert Valentin to get his first win in the UFC by knockout or submission. So there you have it, folks. Our early predictions and breakdowns for UFC Winnipeg. Like and subscribe. KMMA, stay tuned for the main card coming up next. Peace out.
KMMA, baby.
Let's get it.